Hey, how you doing? So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful summer lavender preset in Lightroom. This is actually a really quick edit, so it's not going to take long to edit your images and get them looking like this beautiful kind of summer lavender style image. So I'm going to reset this and bring it back to the start and walk you through the process. So the first thing we want to do is increase the color temperature because we want to bring out that lovely warm sunlight. I'm also going to increase the tint because it goes into that lavender color. So that's really going to help just make that lavender pop a little bit more. I'm also going to bring the exposure down. I'm going to bring that down quite a bit actually because I want to create that backlight, that kind of back mood light effect. And we can do that just by bringing our exposure down. Now, we will be correcting this with other settings later on, so it won't look as dark, so don't worry. Let's add some contrast, so bring that up to around 18. And then let's bring the highlights down and bring the shadows up. So highlights, I'm going to bring them down to about -85. And the shadows, I want to bring them up so we get some more detail back in the shadow areas, so around 89, 90. That's pretty good. So let's bring the whites down and the blacks up. So you can see we're following a similar pattern here. So I think around there is good, -70, and then the blacks up to about there. That's good. Yeah, so if we just look at that, what we've done, you can see we've created the base of the image. So already that's going to look better. Okay. So let's just add a little bit of clarity with that just to make it pop a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's move on to the tone curve, and what we're going to do is just bring up the blacks at the bottom here to about there, and then we're just going to add another dot there, just pull that down a little bit, another one there. So let's just pull this middle one down a little bit more, and the first one, pull that down a little bit more to about there. It's very subtle matte effect that we're creating there. Okay, let's add another point here and another point up here just to isolate there, and another one up here. There we go. So we've got a very weird shape on the curve there, but that will work really well. So let's right click, copy channel settings, and let's do that to the green. Let's just paste that, and let's do the same with the blue and paste that. So you can see there that we've brought that contrast back out and it's no longer flat and the colors have just popped a little bit. Okay, so that's the whole point of that weird tone curve shape that we were working on. So let's jump over to the HSL panel, and this is where all the work's going to take place. There's no color grading in this preset, so it's really simple. So let's start with the hues. So the first thing I'm going to do is come to the yellows. I'm going to bring them down to around -26. The greens are going to bring them down as well. So let's bring them down to around here, 46. And then aqua, let's bring that down to around there, and let's just bring that blue down a little bit to around -10, 11. That's good. Then the saturation, so what we want to do is take a lot of this color away because it's a bit overbearing at the minute. So let's just bring this down. So bring the red down, let's bring the orange down, so 52, 10, and then at 34. That's good. This down to around there, 22. Let's bring the aqua down, so about 19. And the blue, let's bring that down a little bit more, about there, 35. And let's just bring this down as well, about the same, 35. That's good. Okay, let's move on to the luminance, so the brightness of these colors. So again, let's just bring the reds down to about -16. Let's just bring that orange up a little bit to about there, and yellow, bring that down, and then the green, I want to pop that up a little bit because there's a lot of green in there to about there. So what's that, +30. Same with the aqua, I think around that range, 30, between 25 and 30 depending on your image. And then let's just bring the blue down a little bit, and the purple, let's just bring that down a little bit. There we go. So if we look at this here, you can see that we've completely changed the structure of the color, and it's just taken that overbearing shade of purple away, and we've just tweaked the other colors as well. So let's move on to the detail and sharpening. So I'm going to just push this up a little bit to around 20. I'm going to keep the detail at 50 and just mask it out. So hold the option key down and just mask out the girl and the flowers there, so it's just sharpening them areas because the rest is actually soft. Let's add some noise reduction, so let's push it to 10. Color, let's push that up to 15. I think that's good, and that is it. That is how you do it. It's as simple as that. So it's quite a quick edit. So we look at the before and after. You can see there what's been achieved. So we've kept that real lovely backlight that's on here, but you can see on the original it's white light. So by increasing the color temperature, we've just made that more warm, more yellow, and also the colors and the HSL panel, just adjusting them has helped that as well. So it's yeah, it's a really quick and simple process, and once you've created this, you can then just save this as a preset and you'll be good to go. So I hope that's helped, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.